Alright, what's up guys? And I'm really happy that you are on this channel watching this video right now. It is amazing, it's a beautiful day, and today I'm gonna talk about the different softwares, editing softwares, what is available on the internet. Alright, some are free, some are paid. But before we're gonna dive into these softwares, I want to ask you one simple question where you need to think about. Alright, when you're gonna start with editing, and you're gonna start choosing your software, then please ask yourself, what is the project and what is the videos that I'm gonna make? All right, maybe you're just you're gonna create YouTube videos, you're gonna start up a YouTube channel, and you don't need all these crazy effects. Or maybe you're like me, a wedding videographer who needs a bit more. You need a software who renders really quick, who works really fast, who can export really fast. You know, all these things, question these things yourself, and then you decide which software fits with you, right? So guys, we're gonna dive into these softwares right now. Let's go to numero one. And number one, guys, is for if you're creating, for example, a YouTube channel and you need to create simple, quick videos, and you need to have a software that is really easy to use for beginners to experts, and you don't need all these crazy effects like you will have on Premiere Pro or DaVinci, just simple and easy to learn, then I would definitely, that's my only personal recommendation, I would recommend Filmora 9 to start with. All right, and here we see we have Filmora 9, and guys, this is a great editing software for beginners. If you want to have it, if you want to buy it for a lifetime, you pay only $70, and that is not much for the whole software. All right, so what will you get when you pay this lifetime plan? I bought this software because for my YouTube video it is just perfect. Okay, let's go to the software here, Filmora 9, and then here you see that it looks pretty basic. All right, you see we have the media folder, you can import your media files, and we have an audio folder, and Filmora gives you something extra. They will give you some sound effects that you can use for your video. And we have titles, and guys, they already created really cool titles for you. You don't need to create it yourself, you don't need to animate anymore yourself, you don't need to put in the hard work. They made it really simple for you, and they did the job really good. Because, for example, if I want to use this title right here, you see pretty good introduction for your YouTube video. Then you will get some free transitions. We have the cross dissolve or the fade transitions, so you just can have a look in this and play around. Then we have the effects. They will give you some LUTs or some crazy bad TV signal effects. Personally, I don't like these effects. I think that's way too heavy. But if you like these effects, it's perfect for you. The next thing that you will get is they will include some elements. And guys, if you, for example, have a travel channel and you need an introduction, there you have it. You will have a perfect globe that you can use for your channel. And in there you get many more cool icons that you can use. And then we have the last option right here is the split screen. And it's very handy if you want to record a video, or you want to create a video with two different screens. So it is very easy. I'm not gonna explain how this works. If you want to learn more about this software, just type something in YouTube and you will find a tutorial about this software, how everything works and what everything means. One thing I can tell you, it is very basic, it's very simple to use, and it does the job perfectly. You can even work really fast with 4K footage in the software, so they did a pretty good job. Because you can, if you have a video card, you can attach that to the software and you can work just smooth with 4K footage. All right, so for $70 you buy this software. All right, so then we go over to the next software, numero 2. And guys, number 2 is for Mac users, because if you are a Mac user, you have a free software, and that is iMovie, I guess. And guys, if you want to take it to the next level and you are going for commercial work or wedding videography or you name it, you want to create a bit more professional videos, then I would just invest in Final Cut. And I'm not a Mac user, I'm a PC user, I'm on Windows, but I have a lot of friends who use Final Cut and they are very happy about it. It is just beautiful. You have different timelines where you can work in. It works really fast because they built the software for Mac users. The software is just pretty smooth. It always goes really quick, and they have some professional color grading in there. It's just a bit more than the Filmora 9 editing software. So for Mac users, I would recommend to invest one time invest in yourself, but also invest in your business for this really beautiful software. So I guess it will cost, let me see, oh no, it's 329 euros, so that will be $356 for the software. All right, so this is for Apple. And then guys, we have something great, because if you didn't already hear it, you hear it now. It is very hot. It's one of the best editing software at the moment. It is for free, and yes, I'm talking about DaVinci Resolve. Woo! DaVinci Resolve, guys, it is awesome. I started on Premiere Pro, and from Premiere Pro I went to DaVinci, and I was blown away because it is free and it has everything to offer that I thought I needed. Let's first talk about the pricing. So I already said that DaVinci Resolve 16 is totally free. If you want to have a bit more extras like film grain or mist effects, you pay for the DaVinci Resolve Studio, and then you will pay one time 269 euros, so that will be around $280, something like that. And then you have the DaVinci Resolve Studio software. So guys, I will show you now how DaVinci looks. So let's start up the software. Alright, so we are back in the software, and this is what you see when you install DaVinci. You can create a project. Ooh, my computer is working really hard, so maybe you hear some noise in the background. So this is DaVinci Resolve, guys, and what I really liked about it is that you have different sections where you can work in. So for example, you have the media tab right here, and this is where you can create and import all your media. You can create folders, and you just can organize all your footage in the media bin. Right, so when you have done that, you can just simply go to the next step, and the next step is you want to cut your footage. So you have all your media in here, and then you can import it to the timeline, and you can start editing, or you can start cutting your footage in the right order. You can also change clips, and you want to organize your storyline. So when you're done with cutting, you just go to the third step, and the third step is you're gonna start with editing. So it is really great. At this point, you're gonna create some really crazy masking effects or whatever you want to do in this editing tab. All right, so the next thing is Fusion. And Fusion, guys, if you ever heard about After Effects, Fusion is basically the same as After Effects. You can animate stuff in there. So when I click on Fusion, you see right here, you can start to animate, like imagine the craziest things. You can almost do everything in Fusion. All right, so if you want to create and animate your own title, for example, spin around and it goes from under and starts back up and something like that. Do a triple, do a double, you name it, you can do it in Fusion. Really cool. I thought I liked it in the beginning, and then I went to the color grading tab. And guys, the DaVinci was first, it was a color grading software, so they are excellent in that. All right, I'm not gonna dive too deep in these settings all here, but one thing for sure, if you're a colorist and you like color grading and you want to get like a professional color grader, then this software is something for you, because you have so many options that you can create, the craziest color and your own style and everything that you like in the color tab. And then they have the Fairlight, and that is everything to do with music. Again, like, just wonderful, and everything that you can think about is in this tab. You can design, like, you can be so specific with all the soundtracks in your video. And then if you're done with your editing project and you're done with everything, you can deliver it straight to YouTube, or you just can deliver it to your documents or your files, I mean, that you created on your computer. All right, so in the beginning I thought, wonderful, I really loved it, and you have almost everything that you wish for. But there is one downside at the software. This was simply not the software for me, because there was too much going on in the software. All right, so you can do so much with this software that I don't use, that I thought that was just too much, and I want a bit more basic stuff, right? For a wedding videographer like me, I don't know, maybe some wedding videographers, they use this software because they like color grading or whatever. But for me, it was just too much. I just want to focus more on telling the story than something else. So, for example, I never used the Fusion tab, and I basically had enough with only the editing tab right here. So there was just too much going on for me, and I skipped back to Premiere. So then, guys, we have our last software, and I think it's one of the most famous editing software in the whole world. I talk, of course, about Premiere Pro. All right, I started with Premiere Pro and I ended with Premiere Pro, and I just really love the software. Let's just first talk about the downside about this software, and it's very obvious, because it is just way too expensive for some people who are just starting their business, or just are still studying or whatever. It is very, very expensive. You will pay, only for the software, you will pay $240 for the whole year. All right, I think it's quite expensive, especially when you're just starting up. But they offer also that you can pay monthly. Only Premiere Pro, you pay $21 a month. All right. Yes, so we are in Premiere Pro, ready to show you what it can do and how it works, some basic stuff, all right? Because, you know, I think this program is perfect for beginners. We're searching for a bit more and a bit more advanced stuff. You can do some crazy effects in here, but it is, at the same time, it is also basic enough that you can create your own customized layout. So I will show you what I really love about Premiere Pro. Let me see, you can change your own layout. This is one thing that I really, really love. For example, I want my projects up here, and I have a really, and I want my, here, this one. in the corner. Oh, come on. I want to move it up all the way to the right. And there you can go on and on and on and create your own layout. So you only have one tab. I only have one tab that I use. It's editing, and I import all my footage in here. I organize all my footage. I create the storyline in the timeline. And then if I'm done and I want to color grade, I go to the tab color, and there I do my color grading. For now you don't see anything because I didn't import footage, but in here you can do your color grading. And then I want to export my footage. Of course I do a shortcut, Control M, and then I go straight to my export window, export my footage, and it is done. So a software is very, very personal, and I would say just ask yourself if I'm gonna use this software for professional videos, or I don't know, just for videos for fun, for hobby. Try out as many softwares as it gets, and then just pick out what feels the best for you. Guys, if you like this video and you got some basic information about video softwares, about the editing softwares, give me a thumb up. And maybe you have a software that I didn't use, then leave it in the comment. Alright guys, see ya later!